used to make tools of many types. It was at this time that human biological and cultural evolution occurred at an increasingly rapid pace. Neolithic Revolution. Hominids spent 99% of their history extending back to at least 4 million years on hunting-gathering and consuming wild products of the earth. Nevertheless, some 0 years ago, some human groups began to produce food rather than collect it. This replacement of hunting and gathering ways of life by food production through the domestication of plants and animals is referred to as the Neolithic Revolution. Scientists assume that the Neolithic Revolution independently started in different parts of the world at different times after 11,000 years ago. This revolution in subsistence is considered as a turning point in the history of human being. In due course of time, most human groups adopted food production as their primary means of subsistence. Many different people also began a slow process of artificial selection, tending plants, and farming animals. As a result, humans' way of life and the landscape changed considerably. People began to organize themselves around a base camp to which they returned regularly. There were more innovations in artifacts and more advances were made in human behavior than before. One of the better-known places in the world where agriculture first started is the Middle East, particularly the Fertile Crescent, which covers what is now Lebanon, part of Iran, Iraq, Israel, Jordan, Syria, and Turkey. We observe sites of sedentary life, domestication of plants and animals, new tools and diversification of human diets that implies the existence of divisions of labor. As a result of sedentary life, there emerged families and communities who inhabited defined territorial areas. Communities built stone houses and other kind of structures, which transformed into villages and very small towns. This was followed by the appearance of organized societies who were divided into classes of priests, chieftains, merchants, craftsmen, shepherds, etc. Neolithic humans invented the hatchet and millstone to grind cereals. They also made pottery for food cooking and storage. Artifacts were increasingly exchanged. Sacred places and traditional religions emerged during this period. Finally, the first conflict started among human beings during the Neolithic period. When a village lost its crop, its herds, and when its population increased, it would be tempted to take the resources of nearby communities, which led to conflict. The Neolithic Revolution in the Ethiopian region. Some elements of the Neolithic tradition, together with other cultural manifestations, can be observed in the northern and southern parts of Ethiopia. Beginning from 4000 BC, archaeological evidences show the existence of a Neolithic type of culture in Ethiopia and the Horn. The evidences include some of the characteristics of Neolithic culture, such as the ceramic tradition, polished stone tools, domestication of plants and animals, and sedentary life. Archaeologists have uncovered Neolithic type of cultural remains at different sites in Ethiopia and the Horn. Fauna remains of dental fragments of a camel dated to 2500 BC come from Gobidra, near Aksum. Remains of chickpeas and vegetables dated to 500 BC have also been excavated at Lalibela Cave. Another archaeological evidence of possible domestication of cattle dated to the 2nd millennium BC has been found at the Lake Besika site of central Ethiopia. Grinding stones and polished axes have also been found at Akordat and Barentu in Eritrea. The excavation of Neolithic material cultural remains at these sites, including axes, ceramics, grinding stones, beads, stone figures, etc., indicates the development of Neolithic culture in Ethiopia and the Horn of Africa. This paved the way for the emergence of complex societies in the region. It is assumed that agricultural tradition in northern Ethiopia was already in existence between 3000 and 2000 BC. During this Neolithic time, new economic activities and cultural developments appeared in Ethiopia. Communities evidently started sedentary life, domesticated plants and animals, and used ceramics for cooking and storage. The presence of a diverse environment in Ethiopia and the Horn made the region the homeland of many plant species, which brought about the cultivation of root plants like inset and crops such as teff, nug, finger millet, and coffee. Today, inset and these crops are staple foods in different parts of Ethiopia.